I'm Kim Votry, and I'm an Edmonds author and writing coach. Over the past few months, I've gotten to know members of the Edmonds Woodway NaNoWriMo Club, and I'd like to introduce them by having them talk about their own novels. The day I taped this interview, several of the students were participating in a day of silence to protest bullying, particularly against the LGBT community. Their summaries are read by Anna, who is president of the club.
So Emma says that she's writing a novel about an earthquake hitting Seattle, and it affects young Victoria, but her father is the co-inventor of the magnitude prophet, which predicts earthquakes, I'm guessing. And when the new version was launched, it failed to predict the earthquake.
Oh, cool. Wow, what a great premise. Okay.
So I'm Dorian Grimes, and last year I wrote a novel, Murderous Creatures, which is actually available on Amazon.
Yay!
And it is about a teenage evil boy genius named Tevis Jones, and he teams up with an evil dolphin to try to take over the world. It is a dark comedy. So right now I'm working on a novel which is, as of yet, untitled. It is historical fantasy in a way. It is a satirical dark comedy about the French Revolution.
Oh, I'm Sylvia Chase, and I'm currently working on a novel called The Writing Club, and it basically follows a group of young writers on a trip together gone awry. And it's a fictional novel.
Good.
It's kind of based around all of us, and it's told in like journal entries of each writer.
Oh, excellent. Let's see.
Alrighty, my name is Alexa Stevens. For National Novel Writing Month, this is my first one, so it was a lot of fun to do it, but I wrote a novel about a city of vampires, and there are 5 different kinds, and they are all kind of, there's a lot of political rivalry going on between like the police force, the council members, and then the king and prince. And then,
And they're all vampires, or like the police they're vampires too?
Everyone's vampires.
Everyone.
It's in this city.
Oh wow. Okay,
and
cool.
it's like in the lonely place in Alaska.
Yeah. So my name is Bobby Chance, and my novel is called The Secret Book. And it's about this world where you're not allowed to read out loud because there's like all these risks that come with it.
Right.
And so the only people who are allowed to are called narrators. And so there's these 2 narrators in training who are reading a novel, and they get trapped inside, and then they have to try and survive it to get out again. But there's like people who want to keep them in there.
Oh, cool.
So it gets kind of crazy.
That sounds really fun.
My name is Jackie. I'm writing a visual novel, so it's more like a game.
Oh,
so
wow.
There are going to be multiple endings, but the basic gist of it is that a pair of aliens crash land into Earth, and then this group of programmers have to help them get back to their planet. And they're an engaged couple, these aliens. So it offers a lot of room for humor, dark humor maybe, and it could also be, it could possibly turn into a destructive novel where the alien king decides to take over Earth.
Right. And I love this interactive thing. You must know about that.
Yeah, I hang out with a group of programmers, so I'm kind of basing it off of them. So it's going to be programmers. It has the potential to be a very funny game, and I hope I can get through it.
Oh, wow.
I'm Anna McLean, and I'm writing, it's sort of an ethical choice novel. I've been working on it since last August, and it's about a group of people who have become trapped in a bookstore. There's a shooter, and it's essentially he's doing it in sort of like revenge for something that was done in his past. But they all get trapped there, and there's an innocent bystander who's dying, and it's told from the perspective of a young girl who essentially, in the end, the shooter can't finish it, and he says, I want you to choose. And so he's going to kill the innocent person if she doesn't do this, but I'm doing it from all of their perspectives, my goal being that every single one of them will appear innocent. The only problem is I backed myself into my own corner that I've created for my characters. It can't be an easy out, but it has to say something about the character as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like shooting the killer would just be kind of like, she's not a murderer. She doesn't want to be a murderer, but she also doesn't want to watch her friend die. But I mean,
right.
I've kind of toyed with the idea of just not choosing and having it be that the reader has to. But I think that's a little too mean. So I'd like something eloquent that really speaks to the situations that I haven't found it yet.
The novel I've actually been working on lately, I've taken a break from. It's called Bridge Over Troubled Water, named after the Simon and Garfunkel song. there are a lot of authors who write about going from rags to riches.
Right.
We see all these people on the streets and we don't give them any consideration. And what would happen if someone went from riches to rags? What if they lost everything? What if they weren't given any humanity, no respect? And so my story follows Killian Riley, who is used to be a CEO of a company in Seattle here,
Right.
one of the technology giants, and his company crashed, his stocks died, couldn't get a job interview, he had no family left, he'd been disowned. I mean, literally the worst circumstances you could ever be in.
Yeah.
And he's befriended by an employee of a department store in Seattle, and turns out that not everyone is the cold, heartless people we see every day. So we have people like my friends here
Yeah.
that really do care. So.
What I did last November was I was working on finishing a novel that I'd started during NaNoWriMo the year before. It's a piratical adventure.
Okay, explain that, because I don't even know what that means.
So a bunch of piratical, as in pirate.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, now I know what it means.
I'm still trying to work out the details and make it feasible.
Right.
But in essence, there's a group of high school students who decide that they no longer want to be trapped in the society that they are in, and so instead they look for adventure and excitement on a pirate ship.
Gotcha.
So,
Based on personal experience?
no.
Okay, so Belinda's writing a sci-fi fantasy novel about dimension-jumping half-demons on the run from the government, and it's a graphic novel.
Awesome. And you're doing the art yourself as well? Wow.
She's a fabulous artist.
So I so appreciate this. I appreciate all the work that you've done for yourselves and for me and for my students. Really, I'm so grateful. I don't say it.
We appreciate you.
Thanks.